all those likes out of our system right now.
Like
Freaking what the that thing with the like.
that's like wait,
like 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 like.
okay, are we good?
Yes,
Oh
it's.
fuck.
No, we're not good.
Hey,
Hold on.
what the heck is that?
Okay. Hello everybody and welcome to FANdamentals. Hello everybody and welcome to FANdamentals, episode I think 2. And we are your hosts, Joey. Yo, what's up guys? Caesar,
Hey.
Danny,
Hey guys.
and we have lots of stuff to talk about today. Lots of stuff has happened to us in the past week, and I think we're just gonna jump right into it. What happened to us, Danny?
I was actually gonna have you explain it to us since
you
you were like the butt of it. Like
Yeah.
you went through most of what happened last week. You know, I was just kind of like sitting and like just staring from the back, being there in the background
On the
I was
sidelines.
laughing, dude. I
Same
was
with
just
Caesar.
laughing my butt off the
I
entire
took
time.
part in the very wholesome beginning of the conversation, and then Danny had to, just do damage control for the whole
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah.
Keep in mind
so
too,
if
I was working during this time as well. I was at my
Yeah.
job, and I was just laughing. And I think a couple of clients there saw me laughing, and they were confused what was going on. But yeah, it was the time of my life.
they're just
during,
looking at you,
know,
why is that guy laughing like a maniac?
But it was super funny. Like I just watching you, Joey, trying to deal with this, going back and forth with the person.
Yeah.
I did have to deal with another person, but we could talk about that later on. Joey, please explain to us what happened.
So if you guys haven't seen the thumbnail for this video, we got scammed by a Twitter artist. Or I don't know if I want to say scammed. Well, no, we got scammed for sure. But it was a really interesting situation. We got approached by this kind of small time Twitter artist. We were we didn't just blindly like, okay, yeah, let's trust this person. We went through like their post history and kind of looked at what they were doing, and they seemed legit. Like they had lots of smaller communities, gaming communities, like other VTubers. They were like the jack of all trades. They did a little bit of everything. It seemed like YouTube, Twitch, thumbnails, or icons, headers, and then even like apparently live rigging for VTubers. So we thought that this person, like, we thought we could put our trust in this person, and and I tried to be as professional as possible. I was the one that was kind of dealing with this person over Twitter DMs, and as I will show you on the screen, it started off very, very friendly. Like we were just
this
like,
is
"Hey,
Caesar,
what's
by
up?"
the way. This was Caesar.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, originally this was Caesar until like I took over like later on when the business part started happening. I guess Caesar, what were your like? What were you feeling during this this part? Because I wasn't here for this.
I thought she was a nice person, that she was gonna give us, I don't know, give us a good offer, I guess. And I was excited. I thought, like, yeah, there's no scammers on Twitter, right? There's no bad people on Twitter.
Naive
right?
we were.
I mean, come on. I mean, she's an artist. Like, artists don't make a lot of money. Like, why would she scam us? Like, what? Why would she want to make like worsen her reputation? You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
I feel like I feel like it was gonna be something cool that it was gonna develop into, her making us art for the podcast.
yeah. That was we originally wanted. Our primary goal in this interaction was to get 3 characters to kind of represent our, I guess, self-image. Like I wanted like a cool little Grim Reaper dude, like a chibi Grim Reaper. Maybe Danny would have like a chibi like hot dog guy. Basically, like I guess variation or versions of our icons that were showing up on the screen. We had it all planned out. I planned everything out and I sent it to her over the DMs and kind of explained what we wanted. And I don't know what happened. Like she was very insistent on making us a banner and icon, and I thought about it and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just like throw it in. I mean, like the banner and icon, we were looking at Fiverr just for like other pricing to know how much we should be spending for this kind of thing. We don't want to like overspend. We were willing to go a little bit over budget just because this is like a small time artist. We want to support our artists. We don't actually hate artists, even though we have trust issues
we
now.
definitely do. After this experience, we definitely do hate artists. If you're from Twitter, we do.
Yeah, just
We
just
do.
the
We
Twitter ones.
definitely do. Just the Twitter
I
ones.
mean, like when it comes down to it, like what because we've been approached by multiple artists at this point for some reason. I mean, we literally
Because of VTuber retweet? No, quote tweet.
yeah, it was
That we
the VTuber retweet actually attracted I think several different artists. I want to say I want to say all the other ones were legit. I didn't really look too much into them. But listen, if you're an artist, we will come to you. We will come to you.
Don't bother sending us messages asking if you can make art for us. We're probably just gonna block you off. But if it was me on the Twitter page, I'll report you as well. So don't
This
bother
person
messaging us. We'll message you.
You know, this person I did end up. I was super cordial, super business-like. I try to make this as good of an opportunity as possible and try to like make this work, even when things started to get a little bit confusing. So here she is. She explains kind of what she is, what she does. We say what we're all about, how we're making a podcast and stuff. She kind of shows us like some of the work that she's been doing, and it all looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna censor a lot of this because I'm pretty sure it breaks like an internet rule somewhere how we can't dox a person. But
we don't want to get sued.
Yeah, this is in the past. If anybody's watching this, we just want you to kind of learn from our mistake of trusting small time Twitter artists. It's not that there's anything wrong, just be extra sure that they are legit. Okay? So after they showed us all this work and stuff, and after we kind of like did a background check and looked at all these kind of smaller communities praising this person for all the art that they did for them, we were like, yeah, let's go on in. Let's see if we can make up a deal. So this is where I pop in. This is kind of like where I start like saying I'm very clear in the beginning. I'm also very concise with the words that I use. I start off saying I want to commission simple characters for all three of us. Basically 2 drawings for each of us to kind of indicate when we're talking and when we're not talking, kind of like what's showing up on the screen, but like instead of circle icons, just actual people, like cute little chibi characters. That would have been amazing, I think. And then because she was so insistent on like getting a banner and logo, even though we already have a logo, I just wanted to see like it's good to have variations. I thought maybe if they made something better, we could just use that. So I just threw it in there. And she said, yeah, this is something that we can do. And keep in mind, like throughout like 90% of this conversation, she was very fast in the way that she would DM us within like at least minutes. At least up until the end when things started to get a little bit confusing, as you will see. So at this point, I get together with the boys and I ask, what is our budget? What should we do? I did a little bit of research on Fiverr. It seemed like the ballpark of like $30 was what people were doing for like banners and logos. And then I looked up stuff for like chibi characters and it seemed to be in and around like the same price range. So I just threw out like I think $120 or $130 I see price range for 3 characters, 2 poses each, plus a banner, plus a logo. I literally couldn't be more clear about what it is we're looking for at this point. So she says,
wasn't she like speaking like broken English? Like it's
yeah,
hard to like communicate.
Yeah, that's the thing too that I noticed is after this whole fiasco happened with this person, I got to thinking that maybe English was like her second language or something, because there is a word there. You know the word favor, like I'm doing you a favor. She spelled it FAVOUR.
Isn't that
That's
just
like
No,
the
the
nobody
English
in the
spelling?
No,
that's like
in
British.
the United
Isn't like
States we spell it FAVOR. There's no
Yeah,
U in
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
isn't that
So
like the British way? I
I
yeah,
think.
think
that's
so.
the
Yeah.
British way. So after this whole thing happened, I got to thinking, and maybe some of the misunderstanding was also partially
Mm.
because English was maybe her second language.
It might be if he's like German or Polish or I don't
Yeah,
know. Like,
so maybe so yeah, like I did get that kind of feeling that she English wasn't her first language, but even then I was very clear uh in what I wanted. And so after I gave out the initial like $130, she said she wanted $40 more. I was totally willing to like go. It was a little bit higher than I initially thought she was gonna raise it a little bit, but $40 was kind of a big amount. Got back together with the boys. Was like, hey, listen, is this okay? Is this what we still want to do? We could just go to Fiverr at this point and get like a good deal. But we decided to do this anyways. We just wanted to see what this person can do.
Oh yeah,
And
and I was excited. I was like, "Oh
I
damn,
was
we just
too.
barely started out, and we're about to get art made for us."
So at that point, I said, yes, you got yourself a deal. And she offered us something about unlimited changes. So I asked her like what she meant by that. Like, could we keep coming back like for like small little edits on the characters? Or, and then she clarified that she just meant unlimited changes until we're satisfied with the final product. And then that would be it. Honestly, I was fine with that. That was what I originally thought it would be like anyways. So at this point, we were tied in. She seemed legit. She has plenty of like followers and has done a lot of work. A lot of people thanking her for some of the work that she did. Or I'm saying she. I actually just don't know. So they wanted a $50 just first payment to get started, and then it like I'm pretty sure a lot of artists do this. Like pay $50 up front, come back later, pay the rest. And honestly, that's fair. It's totally fair. Paid the $50. She got to work. At this point, she wanted us to share the characters or the images for the characters that we had in mind. I gave her a reference sheet for the more complicated character and then some sample, I guess, photos of other characters that we wanted for me, Danny, and Caesar. Everything was going good. She wanted this. So this is at this point, it's already clear that these are separate things because now she's asking for details on the logo and banner now that she knows about the characters. So we kind of described like for the banner and logo, we wanted more of like a lo-fi kind of aesthetic, which is something that we will have, but right now we kind of have it, I guess. So after we go through all the details of this transaction, she said, "Don't worry about that. I'll be satisfied you. You are my client, so I do work as you want. I'll send the review for the changes in few working day." After that, I sent her my email, and so this was
Yeah,
at
this is where it
3:59
started.
p.m. Yeah, this is where things started getting a little
This
bit
is
confusing.
this is where everything unraveled.
So after that transaction, we were quite certain like everything was going to work out. She was going to start working on the art. We could just like do whatever we do. I don't remember what we were doing on that day. 15 minutes later, she came back. Hey, there's some little confusion between 3 chibi characters with 2 poses each, plus banner, plus logo. I think you need just logo and banner. Am I right? Now, at this point, like my heart kind of sunk because I was like, no. This can't happen. It can't be like this. Logo on your 3 characters with embossed name. Banner on a same logo theme with some good changes in social tags. Is that all, I think? So I came back. I said, yeah, sorry about the confusion. Honestly, this is the part where I messed up. I shouldn't have apologized. I should have just made her own up to her mistakes, because at this point she tried to use this as like a bargaining point to get us to pay more money ultimately. By claiming that it was our mistake on the confusion when I literally couldn't have been like more clear on what we wanted. So I explained we want the characters to represent us talking, 2 poses to show, like, let's say, for example, one with our mouth open, one with our mouth closed in the simplest case. And I said it would be neat, like, if we're still doing this, it would be neat to have the characters incorporated in the banner and logo in some way too. I think that would be something cool. So she says, okay, you mean VTuber model? Do you want a 2D model plus logo banner? And then at this point, I'm like, no, wait, 2D, an actual 2D VTuber is really complicated. We don't want anything like that. What we literally wanted was just 2 images, one not talking, one talking for each of us. So that'd be 6 images in total.
It's
Not
going
like
off the rails right now.
Yeah, not like a super She sent a video of like an example of a live 2D rigged VTuber, which I know what they are. I know how complicated they are to set up, and I knew that would like completely raise the price through the roof if she was going to claim that we wanted this. So I simplified, or I clarified again what we wanted. And then she says, okay, so you just need 2 logo in 1 banner. At this point, I'm like, no. Oh no, I think at this point I was losing my mind. I think I had to get a fruit punch out of the fridge. I had to cool down.
How can I make you understand? We don't want this.
I know.
Yeah, I was raging in the Discord chat, like typing all caps as well. Like Joey could not have like explained it in a much more clearer way than how he did, and well. Oh, well.
I was just on the sidelines, just chilling. You guys were, going insane.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you read through the chat, Caesar. Did you see the messages on the Discord?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, you
did. You read through them all? Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if you read through all of this.
I could tell, Danny, you're pretty mad.
Yeah, I feel like I was maybe a bit more angry about this than Joey was. And Joey was the one that got scammed.
Yeah, it was literally my money, but I was like, honestly, at the end of the day, you know, a lesson learned is a lesson learned, and also $50 content right here, boys. Easy.
Sympathetic. He feels
because I mean, like I said, confusion, these kinds of things can happen, but
there's too much
in this case,
too much.
I have like in this case, going back to what Joey said earlier, he should not have apologized and made it seem, and then give the artist the upper hand in the sense of like, oh, now she can bargain with us and what we want. Instead, what Joey should have done is, made her own up to her mistake and see that she was the one who was confused.
Exactly.
Don't let her don't let her take control of like the conversation. You gotta be upfront.
If you're not at fault, never claim you're at fault. Even just never say sorry unless you're for sure it's your fault.
And also for the artist, I guess I understand everyone wants to like make a living some way, shape, or form. Things are a bit too expensive. The cost of living has gone up, especially here in California. But if you make a mistake in this manner, don't overcharge someone and then play it off like, I was confused or something like that.
Yeah, make it too nonchalant. Like, oh, look at me, I changed the price. Whoops.
Exactly. So at this point, I explain again. I don't even know for how many times I've explained this. I explained again what exactly we wanted. And then she goes, okay, I got you. Actually, there is happened something wrong. I was thinking you need just a logo and the banner, but you are requesting for 1 logo, 1 banner, plus 3 PNG character. Am I right? At this point, I mean, like, it was literally going to be 6 PNG characters, but if she gave us 3, I would have been satisfied, because I'm just too nice. So I said 3 with their mouth open to show them talking. I could have easily edited to make a version where they're not talking in that situation. And then she goes, "You need mouth tracking model?" And then, oh, no, no. I said, "I only want the images. I'm going to use a program to take care of the talking for us. The exact same program I'm using right now to show us talking." And then she goes, "Okay, I'll open the mouth a little bit. Sounds good?" I said, "That's perfect. That's perfect." I thought at this point, like, it would be good. She would have realized, like, at least most of this was her mistake, and she wouldn't try to charge us more than what we originally asked for. And then this is the second part where my heart sunk. I don't think my heart could have sunk like even further. She said, "Okay, but you have to pay some more because you know what I meant to say." And then I was like, "Oh, you, you." So I said, "We'll go $20 more than our initial." Like, we're not, like, the initial price I gave was for the characters. I was willing to pay over $100 for these characters, and no, that like, I didn't even really originally wanted the logo and banner.
At this point as well, we all kind of agreed, so long as we get a logo and a banner, that'll be fine.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, okay, if we can like just lower it down the $50 that I already sent to you, and we get a logo banner, perfect. Like, for $50, that's a little bit on the high end, it seemed, if you look at the prices on Fiverr for these kind of things. But honestly, just to get out of this like weird situation, I was more than happy just to call it here. But here she is. She wants more. She says the $20 more, it's quite low. Oh, okay. So I said, yeah, if it's not going to work, just give me logo banner. She said, no problem, I can do that. But unfortunately, happened something wrong by mistake, so we will resolve it. I actually think I know what happened, and I'm going to explain later, but it's interesting. So she says, well, for this, I have to draw first, and it's really some hard to make single 3PNG file. It's not hard to make 3PNG files. I edit PNGs every day, so I would know. So she says, I want $100 more, please.
Yeah, no, we're not paying $270 just for 6 PNG files, a logo, and a banner.
No, not even that. She was going to give us 3.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, just 3 PNG files. No, dude.
So she says, by the way, if I just make 3 single PNG, it would cost $100 each. So it would have been $300 more on top of the price. But she said, I'll give you a favor. Oh, okay. A favor, you say? I'll give you 3 PNG characters, 1 logo, 1 banner for just $270. Whoa, what a deal. And she said, if you agree to this amount, it'd be good for both of us. Well, yeah, I guess it would be good for you.
Yeah,
Not
no,
so much
good for her. Good for her, dude. She's the one making the money out of this deal.
Yeah,
he's
I
the
explained,
one that's benefiting more out of it.
I explained to her, like, our initial budget was $130, and now you're asking for $270. That's a lot. So I said, no characters, just banner logo at a price point lower. So I guess at this point I was saying we were willing to work with you. Just get us what you can do. And she says, I'm willing to try to make the deal as you want before. Let's do $50 more. So I want you to look at the time between these. This is an hour. So she waited an hour. So she was messaging us really fast within minutes between every conversation. And now an hour later, after that point, she said, for $50 more, I'll give you what you want with the original deal.
Yeah, she was scamming us on this.
She was honestly pushing way too far.
She was scamming us.
I actually have a theory I want to explain at the end of this. So I said at this point, like, I was just done. I wanted to take a nap, to be honest. I had a headache. She said, I said, unfortunately, after speaking with the team, we're calling the commission off. Things were just too sketchy. She was pushing way too hard, and she was not going to be able to get us what we wanted at the price we wanted. She just kept on asking for more. It had to end there. I'm not losing money, and So I told her the commission was off. I just said, I was nice. I said misunderstandings on both sides. Clarify that she's at fault here too. I said, I hope you understand and I want a refund. I thought that was reasonable. Just give us the $50 back. Just empty slate. No problems. And this is the part where things got weird and the reason why we're calling her a scammer in the first place. She says, it doesn't matter. I'll give you the logo and banner for $150, but the deal can't cancel. It's like, okay, wait. The logo and banner for $150 when the oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
150 was like the original, essentially, price point that we set in order
130
for
was.
the 3 characters. So 6 PNG files and the logo and banner. So now $150 just for the logo and banner? No.
So
We're not paying that much.
exactly. So we're getting to the end of this, but basically she says, actually, I'm still stand with you and really trying to help you, but
Yeah, it's the
like,
but in that final in that message there. It's that but, like saying, "Yeah, I stand with you, but I kind of wanna make more money out of this, so I'm gonna."
and this is where I
wanna-
ended it.
Yeah.
I even put a period at the end of this to show how professional I am. I said, do not make anything for us, period. This commission is over, period. Keep the $50. We will take this as a lesson learned, period. That was it. And then I blocked her and reported her account. Oh my god.
Yep.
So yeah,
So-
all of that
What a doozy.
happened last week, Thursday, Friday. I think the Thursday
Yeah.
it says.
We could have had amazing characters right now. And honestly, I want to go over kind of like a theory of what I think happened. And I think this person, there's no way they could have had these interactions with all of these legit communities, giving them art and them getting praise for that art. I believe what happened, and the reason also why she couldn't give us a refund in the first place, was because she was commissioning another artist from somewhere else. And then
Oh,
increasing the price so that she profits, doesn't have to make art, sends us the art from the other person to us. So I think what happened was I sent
a
her the
messenger.
initial 50 because the $50 honestly was enough to make a logo. Like there was a ton of artists on Fiverr that would make the banner and logo for that much money or even less. So she used that money, spent it to another artist to make it, and so that money was spent, or at least some portion of it. And the reason, and now it's kind of understandable why she didn't want to give us a refund, because it's like, okay, I already spent your money. There's a problem. The problem that she mentioned earlier. She didn't want to explain the problem because she doesn't want us to know that she's not an artist but a middleman.
Oh, I see now. I get it. So she used our money to pay a different artist and have
Yes.
that artist make the art for her and then
Exactly.
give it to
And-
us. Okay.
And the reason why she was having such a hard time being flexible about just making those extra characters was not because it would be way more work, but it was because she would have to commission another artist with money that we didn't give her. We only gave her $50 to start off with. She spent it and she didn't have enough to give to another artist to commission those characters. So she was trying to like figure out a way to, I don't know, maybe split up the money so commission multiple people to give us exactly what we wanted, or maybe even one artist just telling him to do more things. And when I requested the refund, she said no. At the end of that, I had an inkling of a feeling. Like overnight, I thought about that. I think that's legit what happened, and I feel so bad for all those smaller communities who requested art from this person. I feel so bad. But that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the end of a saga right there.
I wonder how many people did she scam?
It seemed like after doing a little bit of Twitter research, it seemed like this wasn't her first Twitter account. She had another account tied that I found when I looked at like who I was paying over PayPal. They were doing kind of similar stuff. So eventually at some point she made a new Twitter account and did more stuff. I never saw anybody quite call her out, and it makes sense because if she's like commissioning other artists, sending them art, it's like, I guess they're getting what they pay for, but they could have gone to the original artist, paid less money. It's just kind of scummy. I'll say that it's just kind of scummy.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
But
get
what's the name?
scammed is just it's terrible. I remember I almost got scammed for to buy a car. Like I'm buying a car, I almost got scammed. But that's gonna
Really?
have to be a story for another day.
Okay.
Because
I also have a
we need to continue on
Yeah,
here.
I want to go on to a
Continue on here
different
with
note.
the
We had a
other.
couple other things we wanted to talk about. What do you guys think about VTubers?
I love
they're
Crony. I'm
pretty
just gonna say that.
cool.
I love Crony. Crony's the best one out there.
A Crony fan? Okay. What's your
Mama
favorite
Crony.
VTuber, Caesar?
Mori Calliope.
I see.
She's she's funny. I like her interactions with other VTubers. She also likes messing around with Kagura, Ronin, and others VTubers.
I see. Like for me, I don't really watch VTubers that often, but the ones that I'm kind of familiar with are Iron Mouse and Gargura. So I guess I watch them sometimes. Like maybe I'll check out a video or something. The concept of
Well,
VTubers are interesting, but it's not something that I could like. I watch Twitch for real people. I don't know. I have no idea.
What do you mean by real people?
Well, just like people that show their face. Just there's no reason why, but I just watch like Twitch streamers that show their face cam.
So,
Just like a preference, I guess.
but I mean, a VTuber is a real person.
Yeah, but it's the mic behind a picture.
wait,
I-
aren't the same thing?
Oh my
Yeah,
god, are we getting
we're
philosophical
technically the
here?
same thing.
Bro, we just roasted
I feel like
ourselves.
I feel like there's more human emotion in a real face than a PNG.
Maybe.
Maybe,
but
yeah, maybe.
No,
yeah.
not a maybe.
Oh, definitely. How about that? Yeah, sure, definitely. I mean, I know there's
Okay.
I know there's plenty like other people that would rather watch Amaranth than like a VTuber.
Do you guys find yourselves watching less anime because you watch VTubers? I don't know if this is the right question to ask you guys, because I actually don't know how often you watch VTubers.
there is people who have found like only watching VTubers and less anime because I feel like people have found what they needed, what they want to see from a VTuber, than what they encounter in anime, and maybe that's true. I've heard of it.
I think people just like quote unquote fall in love with the VTuber character. You know, because
Yeah.
some of those VTuber character the
It's
characters
because of
are like
the
voluptuous or whatever, and like there are some pretty simpy people out there.
it's also because you can like interact with the VTuber and stuff. You can do like a message or something and like so like read your comments or whatever you
No,
say,
but
and
there
I
are
feel like
people
it's
that
like
are
more
pretty like
it's more one to one than like
there
anime.
but there are people that are pretty like thirsty, if you know what I mean. Because like I was watching one of Crony's streams. It was the more recent power washing game. She was
That's
streaming
been
that game,
game of the year.
and she was talking about how a scab formed on her, and then a couple of people on her stream messaged her saying, or rather asking if the scab is for sale.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that happened. You can even go watch the stream if you want to and
I
see it
guess it
happen
makes
in there.
sense. Like with VTubers, you get all the benefits of Twitch. Like if you're watching VTubers on like in a live format, I guess you get all the benefits of interacting with them, and I guess the benefits of watching a 2D character similar to an anime that has their kind of own personality. It's an interesting mix, I think. I understand
But
its
then,
popularity, I guess, but it's just not something for me.
I do
but I
like
guess
the Hololive clip compilations on YouTube. That's what I get my distilled VTuber content from that instead of watching like
Mhm.
the live streams, and like I watch the interactions of Iron Mouse and Sea Dog, which are always pretty funny.
Yeah, they're super funny. I love watching that combo.
but I
They're
guess
like
to answer your
the best online comedy duo.
But I guess to answer your question, Joey, of like, does watching a VTuber decrease your need to watch anime? Personally, I would say no, But right now I have been watching more crony than anime because, like I said before, I'm currently watching Ghost Stories, the English dub, and I'm having a very hard time trying to finish it.
So you're saying you're mostly blaming Ghost Stories for your like lack of watching.
I'm mostly blaming Ghost Stories for my lack
Okay,
of watching anime. It's just
I
such a
see.
hard anime to watch because it's so bland and boring.
I think it's
Okay,
true.
well,
I think it's true though.
listen. You guys need to learn how to drop stuff when you're done with them. Like I can drop things super easily. I've dropped an anime like 20 episodes in. I was like, no, I'm done.
You're not an anime enthusiast.
I mean, it's not so much that it's to me. It's not so much whether like the question whether or not I'm an enthusiast or not. It's more so from the completionist perspective.
Yes,
Like I want to
yes,
complete
Danny,
it.
you get me. You get me, my dude. You get me.
Yeah, of course I get you.
But
Because
there's no
like
achievements. It's not
no,
like a
listen.
game.
This is coming from the guy who no lifed Modern Warfare 2019. Okay,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I was trying to go for the Damascus camo, and there's so many times I could have just dropped the grind to get the Damascus camo, and likewise there were so many times where I wanted to pull my hair out because of how frustrating it was, but from being a completionist, I still went and suffered through with it, and now I have the Damascus camo. Of course, there's
I
also another camo called Obsidian, and that one I am definitely not doing. No.
I need to hold a therapy session for you guys. We need to fix this.
I think you also
I
have
don't
some
need to
things you
fix.
need to get off your chest, Joey.
Yeah, I
Joey,
have my own problems, but today I'm here for you. We're gonna figure this out. You
you
don't
know
have
what?
if you don't like something, you can try something else.
No, there's like
No.
I remember the YouTuber Pro CD made a good point on the Trash Taste podcast, latest episode, and like he said that he's very much a completionist when it comes to watching the anime, and like doesn't like if he likes a show, he will finish it definitely, but there's also instances that Pro ZD has said that he will continue watching an anime even though he hates watching it. Like he'll hate watch it,
Hate
but he'll still do
watch.
it. Yeah, and that's how I feel. I'll still do it. You can't change me.
Okay. Maybe I'm the weird one here, but listen. I feel like it's a lot healthier to if you're not enjoying something to try try something else.
I don't hate any single anime.
Well, I mean I guess specifically for Danny's case with ghost stories.
Oh, maybe no wait, no wait.
I think I'd
I
rather
think I hate
just
no wait.
toughen up. I think I'd just rather just toughen up and
I
just
think
How
I
many
hate
deal
episodes?
with it.
How many episodes are there?
Akame got killed.
There's 20 episodes in Ghost Stories, and each of them are like 24, 25 minutes long.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it won't be too bad to get through. It's not like one of those long series with over 100 episodes.
Oh
I
god,
think I
yeah, no,
hate
definitely not.
And you hate
I
Akame
think
ga Kill, Caesar. Why?
because it tries too hard to be edgy, stray away from the manga. They kill off every single character in the show just because they want to, and that's about it. It tries to do too much and very
Doesn't it have a
little
good
time.
score on Mal though?
Does it?
I thought it did. I could be
Does it have
wrong.
like a 7? I gave it a 5.
Oh,
Hang
I
on,
don't
I
like
can
it.
I can check it
yeah,
real
check.
quick. I can check it real quick.
Proof check. Fact check. Right now.
I heard the manga is superior. It's like the same way as the Promised Neverland, where the anime
Don't
was
please.
good,
Don't remind
became
me.
bad, and then the manga is better,
Oh, don't
superior
remind me.
than the
There was
anime.
only listen, guys. There was only one season of Promised Neverland. There was only one season.
I'm still gonna
I've
watch
heard
season
of
2.
Promised Neverland. Apparently, though, it went downhill the second season.
I'm gonna watch season 2. I'm
Don't.
gonna hate watching it, but I'll watch it.
Don't.
I'm a
Please.
masochist.
Didn't like
as
the
Please.
it is.
characters turn cannibalistic or something?
Yes.
Or am I
Uh,
getting it confused with a different anime?
I mean, there's monsters that eat kids, I guess, but there wasn't really cannibalism. Think about it.
Oh, by the way, I found the score for Kami Got Kill on my anime list.
What is it?
What is it?
7.47.
That's pretty
That's
good.
It's
It doesn't deserve that
decent.
score. It doesn't deserve that score. That show is trash
I kind of want to check it out to see like why you think it's so trash.
because it wraps it up in like a season, but it kills off everybody just because they want to. Like I feel like they just want to do it for like shock value. and not to like develop the characters, develop the story, flesh them out, that kind of
Okay.
thing.
I guess I understand. I don't know
It
anything about it, but
it
you know what?
has
I'm gonna watch it.
Akame Got Kill has 24 episodes, and each of them are 23 minutes long.
I'm pretty sure I've
They
heard
did a
people say
rush.
it is like one of their
Yeah.
favorites, but
Really?
maybe they're messed up in the head. I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably emo. Like
I
that.
remember one of the guys I used to hang out with in high school. Akame Got Kill was one of his favorite animes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Really?
talked about it. He even recommended me to watch it. I was like, okay, I'll put it
Don't
on the
watch it.
list. But
Don't watch
that
it.
was since like 2014, so
Don't watch it. It's trash.
it's
I
been a
hate it.
while.
Don't watch it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna
Learn
watch
from my
it.
mistakes.
You're
You
recommending
can't
me to
stop
watch
me.
Rent a Girlfriend, okay?
Rent a Girlfriend is superior.
You're
How dare you.
you're recommending me to watch Rent a Girlfriend.
Rent a Girlfriend is a wholesome adventure of romance.
I don't know. I've
I
heard
think,
otherwise.
Danny, you described it earlier as a dumpster fire, and honestly, it's I'd watch a dumpster fire in real life, so I guess that kind of explains why I'm watching I'm watching Rent a Girlfriend season 2.
Actually,
Yeah, that's. I
that
mean,
those were not my words.
it's.
There was a comment made on an Instagram post.
Oh, that wasn't yours?
Because
Okay, I see.
no, so like dumpster fire, those were not my words.
Yeah.
Somebody else used it to describe
Do you
the second
would-
season of
Oh,
Rent a
yeah.
Girlfriend, and because what the Instagram post was, it showed that cringe is one like the genre of one of the genres of Rent a Girlfriend, and I decided to look it up because I couldn't believe it, so I went on looked it up, and sure enough, cringe was on there. And then that's when I sent it out to
Are
Discord.
we allowed to bring that
saying,
website up?
like,
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Is it?
Okay, bleep it out. Bleep it out just to be sure.
I'll look through the internet rules later, but it might be one on the
It's fine, it's fine.
internet rules. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
bleep it out. But either way,
I'm gonna
cringe was
bleep it.
on there, and I sent it
It's
to
fine. Everyone
Discord
knows it.
saying like, "Oh, so apparently it is a dumpster fire," just like how the person on Instagram said.
I wouldn't. I mean, is it bad? In
I
my
don't know.
case,
I'm just using.
no. Let me explain. Let me elaborate. I never ever have cringed for that show.
You don't cringe? Oh,
No, I haven't cringed. I only cringe to like TikToks, not for
I-
anime.
I cringe.
I never.
But
I never
I guess I
cringed.
watch it for the cringe.
Bruh, it's like Rent a Girlfriend is a guilty pleasure.
I don't know. Really, everything I've said about Rent a Girlfriend has been really based off of what other people have said. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm not gonna let like other people's opinions essentially weigh in on my own opinion when I do watch it.
It's the same people who say, "Oh, Sakura from Naruto, she's trash, she's useless." I'm like, bruh, she's a nurse. She heals people. Like, I feel like it's always like something trending that
know.
takes its place. And,
I don't
like,
know if
they
it's-
dump all their hatred towards that thing.
I don't think people have an issue with Chizuru. I think people have an issue with what was it, Kazuya?
Kazuya?
Is that his name?
Kazuya, the main
I mean, not
character,
just,
the main character
but
himself.
not just him though. Not just him. They also have the issue of the back and forth of will they, won't they get together?
Oh yeah, I guess so. But like for
But if
me,
it's a
I hate Kazuya. I hate him. Like he over every little thing, he just blushes like crazy, and I don't know. But I guess I watch it for that too. I don't know.
Apparently-
maybe I'm messed up.
apparently there's a
I don't hate
scene
him.
within the Rent a Girlfriend manga where Kazuya's looking at the clothes washing machine, and his underwear, as long as with
Oh.
Chizuru's underwear, is
Oh,
within
no.
the washing machine, and he's like, "Oh my god, my underwear and Chizuru's underwear is leaking out."
Yeah,
And I
like,
read
he's
that like
really degenerate.
this was on an Instagram post as well. I
Mhm.
I came across it and I read that, and I was just thinking, why? I was
Yeah.
thinking, why?
Understandable.
What made this author think that was a good idea?
I will say the anime is superior to the manga.
Well, have you read the
TMS
manga?
has a little bit, but yeah, like I think the anime is a bit better. Like TMS, they have done a pretty good job with the manga adaptation.
I see. Well,
They
on that
did
note,
what they did what they could with what they had.
yeah.
They did, and they did a good job. They very manageable, good job.
Where did we go, Caesar? Yesterday, where did we go?
Let's see. We went
They went out.
to Disney.
You guys
We
went
went to a.
outside.
Yeah.
We touched grass.
Well,
touch
did I
grass.
touch? I didn't actually touch grass though. Was I supposed to do that? Is that something you're supposed to do when you go outside?
Yes, it's a ritual.
Well, you guys
Oh
absorbed
no.
sunlight.
Yeah, that was weird. Like when I walked out, I looked up and there was like a light bulb up there. Like, why?
They
I thought
have
it
to
was a
change it
lamp.
out every couple of months or so.
I thought it was a lamp from Pixar on the logo. Like, Pixar lamp outside.
Yeah,
Right
it
now.
was kind of uncomfortable. But anyways, we went somewhere. I believe we went to an expo.
Disneyland or,
Disneyland.
Wait,
Did
you
you go to
guys
the
went
same
to
place?
Disneyland without me?
anime.
Anime Disneyland.
I've never been to
Yes.
Disneyland, like ever.
Yes.
You've never gone to Disneyland?
I've never gone to Disneyland.
Well, I guess we're
Oh
going.
boy.
One day, I guess we'll go.
Yeah, I guess
But
we're
Yeah, I
going.
anyways,
guess we'll go.
please tell us about your adventures at Crunchyroll Expo.
Now you spoiled it. We were getting there.
Okay. Well, now we're there. Now we're there. So please
Okay, well, I guess we're here now.
inform us.
Yeah, we went to Crunchyroll Expo. I got there first before anybody. It was me, Caesar, and another guy, and it was an interesting
Another friend.
experience. I parked super far away from the thing because I wasn't sure how parking would be. I looked on Google Maps; it just said like parking medium difficulty. I was like, well, I don't want
Wait,
that.
there's a parking difficulty on
Yeah,
Google
there's a
Maps?
parking difficulty level. It said
That's
medium.
funny.
I hate parking, or if I hate finding parking. So what I did was I did Spot Hero. I reserved a parking lot, the closest one I could find. It was like 3 blocks away. Wasn't too bad of a walk though, but it was some distance.
It's a good
So
thing you've been exercising
yeah, I've
by
been
running.
exercising recently. It probably helped. I don't know. Like I'm still kind of sore though. Like even though all we did was walk yesterday, I'm kind of sore.
I mean, I'm assuming it's a big place, right? It was like a fairly big
Yeah,
place.
a lot of
like
walking
lot to
back and
see.
forth between a lot of places because there's all these kind of events happening at different times. You don't really know what you want to see, so you kind of check out everywhere, go from place to place, and just see what happens. So I walked the whole distance, got there. They gave me all the passes. I met up with Caesar and our other friend, gave them their passes, and then we started our day.
Caesar told me he didn't get there till 11.
Yeah, Caesar got there late.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
because
originally. Oh, what's that?
there's nothing interesting from like 10 to 11. Like I
Yeah,
just
I
saw like,
guess
okay,
so.
English voice actor. Okay, what do you do? Oh, he's a guy from like some English stuff. Like, oh, okay, this guy, this lady, like, well, maybe they're not really notable as like Christopher Sabat or Sean Schemmel or Johnny Young Bosch, And I was like, no, I'll just sleep in a little bit more.
I don't know if that's the reason
Um,
why you slept in. I think you normally wake up pretty late, okay?
Yeah, he probably stayed up late. I've seen you playing like, what is it, Final Fantasy
FIFA?
lately? Or
No,
FIFA, yeah, no,
wait, yeah,
FIFA.
FIFA.
FIFA. He's been playing
Same game.
FIFA a whole lot like
Same game.
recently. He's trying to
I
build up
used
his
to find,
team.
yeah,
That's
I am.
understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't.
Wouldn't you wanna fill up your team too?
No, that's true. FIFA's important, but yeah. When we got there, like as far as like stuff that I did with my other friend, our other friend, I should say, we went to the Hollow. There's like a Hollow Live area. We walked in. We were a little scared
Didn't
at
I go
first
to that
because
one?
it was like going from like room to room. They were kind of dark. There was like TVs with like VTubers on them, but it wasn't like
I saw
live or
pictures on
anything.
Twitter. It looks so not as exciting as I thought
It
from what I
felt
saw.
like a Universal
Pictures.
Studios like line, like the kind of rooms and stuff you go through before you get on the ride. As we were going from these rooms, you were getting directed by these like different people until we got like put into this bigger room with like a projector on the screen, a bunch of chairs, and then there was people sitting down watching what was on the screen. There was these VTubers up there. I don't know if they were live or if it was a video. They were talking as if they could see us, so maybe it was live. I don't know. I don't recognize the VTubers. They might have been the Prism ones because I know Prism is associated with like
Bruh.
Crunchyroll. Hime, I think.
You know what I just imagined? Literally the Disneyland versions of like when you go on the ride it's a small world after all.
Yeah.
For those things. That's That's what they are, like the kids from like all the countries on that like a small world.
I wouldn't be able to know that
But
since I've
for
never been at Disneyland.
rubes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Honestly, yeah, that's how I describe it. Uh, we sat there for maybe 3 minutes just watching these kind of VTubers on the screen talking to kind of amongst themselves, and we were kind of just looking for an excuse to leave. It was the room was also kind of foggy for some reason. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe they were trying
That's
to like
probably
gas
all
us
the
out,
body
make
odor
us.
or something.
No, no, no. Maybe they were trying to like gas us to make us stay longer, like make us like fall asleep or something. So we got out of there pretty fast. We just got up, and then the guy directed us to the exit. I was like, yes. So we left. Then we
Fresh
spent like
air.
maybe 30 minutes to an hour shopping in the huge shopping district, and then eventually checked out the arcade. There was a lot of cool stuff going on there. There's like a dance. What are those dance games with the pad at the bottom?
Oh, Dance
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 Dance.
Revolution.
Yes,
Yeah.
they had that in like a more complicated version of that, and they had a lot of other games too, like an
Were
arcade
there
with
were
the
there any people like
drive-in.
dancing really ridiculously on the
There
Dance Dance
was.
Revolution?
So there was I don't think this was a DDR machine, but it was like a more complicated version of it where the whole floor pad was a part of it, and it lit up whenever you put your foot anywhere on it, and the game looked crazy. There's a guy just like jamming out on one of those, just dancing, hitting all of the notes on the screen. He's going crazy. It's like, and I was just thinking the whole time, like, how do you even practice that? Like, I'm pretty sure you don't own that at home. How do you get good at that?
What if they like
Taking some dance classes.
they
Tap
just
dancing.
Yeah, I
take
guess so.
dancing.
they just take a huge piece of parchment paper and just color code it or something? And then, like
Oh.
music in the background.
When I get to
and
the
they just
arcade,
pretend.
everybody's gonna be impressed.
And then they'll just practice every possible dance combination or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we met up with
Or
Caesar.
they'll just look it up online. They'll look up the dance combination
so.
online and then just
Practice it
practice
on,
that
like, a
over and
YouTube
over
video.
again.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
for
and I
real
heard,
though.
like,
Oh, what's that?
I was saying that like when it comes to like these kinds of games, like I've heard that like people say that I think it's in Japan, like they have those arcades with like Dance Dance Revolution, and people will like just watch you like freaking like they'll watch you dance like crazy and do a bunch of like sick moves, and it's like just quite a spectacle to watch that.
Yeah, and they have in the arcade they also had the hand version of the DDR game where you use your hands and you touch the thing and there's like a circle of notes. I didn't see anybody personally go crazy on it, but they had one of those machines. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I've seen like videos of people going ham on those machines as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing like a video that was released on YouTube back in YouTube's early years in the early 2000s or so. And there's this one person doing that the hand style of like the DDR, and
Mhm.
he kept missing a couple of notes. And what he did is he rage quit, but he didn't just like rage quit the game and whatnot. What he did is he took his keyboard, the one where he was the keyboard that he uses to press the notes, and he just smacks it into the monitor, and then he removes his monitor, and then you see like there was this big hole behind where the monitor was. But what I'm trying to get at is that wasn't the first time he's done that. Like that hole's been building up, getting bigger and bigger with each monitor that he smacked into the wall. And then he takes his camera and like shows within the video his room, and then you can see there were like a couple of holes where he also threw his Xbox controller, his PlayStation controller into the wall, created like holes into the walls. So this guy was a pretty, he rage quit, but it was pretty extreme to the point where he was creating holes in his walls.
It's just a game. Well, you have to be mad.
I remember also watching a video of a guy slashing his monitor with the katana
What?
because he rage quit so bad. Yeah. There's a video out there on the internet where a guy was rage quitting so bad that he took out his katana and slashed his monitor.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
guy needs to chill.
It's pretty crazy, But I like watching these rage quit videos because they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, well, where did we leave off to? Oh,
Yeah,
I got to
so
the convention.
yeah, at the convention we were kind of just we spent a long time in the shopping district trying to figure things out. I think in the last podcast I mentioned I wanted to get a Tanjiro Demon Slayer cloak, and I ended up doing exactly that. I went through it on my word. I saw the stand that sold it. They had a couple variations. I bought one and I wore it so I could blend in with my fellow weebs.
Fellow weebs, my brothers.
How
Yes.
much was it? How much was the cloak?
45. Honestly, probably overspent, but it's actually a nice. I think it's kind of nice.
I also got one.
Is it quality made, or was it
It's
like...
not gonna rip or anything. It's I haven't washed it yet, but I hope it. I'm probably gonna be careful washing it, to be honest.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I gotta make it collect. I gotta make it collect the odors. So for next year.
No, please don't.
You'll be the
Please
sweaty
don't. I'm
weeb.
planning on going next year, and I don't want to
You'll
go
be
with
the
anyone.
sweaty weeb at the convention.
No.
Oh,
Honestly,
what's that smell? What's that
I
foul
think
stench?
last podcast we said we predicted that there'd be a lot of smelly people, but I was honestly super surprised. Like I didn't smell anything like bad odors. It was kind of warm though at some point.
What about you, Caesar? What did you buy?
I bought two things. I bought the Zenitsu cloak from Demon Slayer, and I also bought a scroll poster from Bunny Girl Senpai. So yes, I am now a degenerate. Thank you
Did
very
you hang
much.
it up yet?
No, I'm
Okay.
scared.
Have your parents seen
You're
it?
scared of being judged.
Have your parents seen the
The
poster?
scroll that dare not be opened.
It looks so cool though. Like she was like in her Bunny Girl outfit, and like it's like I think it's like a what was it called? Like purple or blue in the back.
Yeah, I don't
and,
think
like,
it was that bad. Like
It looked very like lo-fi esque, and like it just looks so nice, like very aesthetic.
you gotta get the courage to say, hang this up right now.
Yeah, it's
See?
like what you told me, Caesar. You gotta own up to it.
Yeah, I own it. You know what? Maybe I should.
Right
Yeah.
after this. Oh, I want to
Right
see
after
it hang.
this, yeah. Send a picture to the
Right
Discord.
after
Yes, take a picture. If
Right after
if
these
Caesar
messages.
successfully hangs it up today and takes a picture of it, it's gonna be in the video, and I'm gonna put it right here. If you don't see it, then I'm honestly just disappointed.
So I don't own anything like manga or poster anime related stuff.
Don't worry, next year we'll get a bunch of merch.
What I was
Let's
saying too, Joey, is like, because okay, part of the reason that I don't own any of this stuff is because I don't really have a good place to put it. Like I don't have a bookshelf. I don't have a nice desk to be able to prop up the stuff. But I am, like I said, saving up for a desk, and I'm pretty close to go buying it. But like I was telling Caesar, I think it was yesterday, we could. I was thinking about maybe setting like subscriber goals. So I don't know, maybe like at 100 subscribers or something, I could go and buy my first figurine or something.
No, that'd be so
But
sick.
but you guys have to tell me which one to buy. That's the catch there.
Yes.
Ooh,
We should do
okay.
that.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
I'll give you
if
something
it's-
I'll give you something in good taste. I don't know about Caesar
It-
though.
But if it's not a figurine, it could also be a manga series, like a series.
Danny,
But you guys
Danny,
again have to tell me what to
would
get.
you care to get a Bunny Girl or swimsuit figurine?
Like I said, it's going to be
What do
you
you want?
guys.
You wouldn't
Don't
care?
worry. I'll prevent
then-
I'll prevent Caesar from going too crazy.
Don't worry, I'll prevent Joey
And then-
from being such a normie.
Too tame. Yeah, we'll find the perfect balance
Between scantily clad for good taste.
and cool. It has to be
And then,
cool looking.
I'll just take pictures of my desk as it evolves over the months, over the coming months. I'll just take pictures of it.
Every 100
then
subscribers
you
you get a new figurine added.
Exactly. There you go. And then you
Danny,
can just post
Danny.
it on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Danny, your family will be like, "Oh, Dios mío! Oh no! What is
Oh
this?"
yeah. But here's the thing too. I would just blame it on the subscribers. I just blame it on you and the subscribers. So
Me?
yeah, well,
Me?
you guys, you and Joey, not
You know,
just
blame
you.
Caesar because I would never.
But no,
Actually,
blame
no, yeah,
Joey.
just Caesar. Just
Joey's
Caesar.
no, blame Joey. I feel
No,
like
man,
Joey has
Angel.
like dark secrets.
No.
Angel of Darkness, more like it.
My holy aura is too much. It's too much for you guys.
Yeah, Joey's too much of a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's a good
He's a good
boy.
boy.
Whoa,
He's a
not like
good boy.
that.
He's a good boy. We need some belly rubs. Do we need some belly rubs?
Speaking of that, we saw a person at the convention. What were they dressed up? I think they were dressed up as a Tifa, and they were stepping on people for $5.
That's a bargain.
No, please, no.
And there was I believe a line for that. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but it was interesting. And I think at some point later on in the convention, I don't know if it was the same person, but there's like a small little crowd, and then somebody got slapped. I don't know if it was also for money, but that
And
also happened.
the guy was like on the ground, like I don't know, maybe he got drop kicked or something.
No,
No,
that I
heard
would have
us.
loved to watch.
Just-
That I would have loved to watch.
People were excited, like they're like, "Oh, whoa, wow!" Like they were excited to see this incredible encounter of
yeah,
reefs and their natural habitats.
yeah. There
What?
was cosplayers everywhere. Like I almost felt bad, like up until the point where I got my Demon Slayer cloak, and I was like, "Yes, I am one of you."
Yeah, I don't think I would.
You get like you send it out like so much, like man, this boy needs something. He needs something to like,
Yeah.
blend in.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't.
Luckily, before that point, nobody like came up to me thinking I was staff because I did dress pretty plainly. But
Yeah, I don't think I would ever cosplay. I will never cosplay ever.
cosplay as a hot dog. There was a lot of meme cosplays too. Like there was Among Us.
Mhm.
There was some like actual like there's Star Wars stuff too. And
Was
some
there
other
Marvel,
cool.
DC?
I saw a Captain America shield. I didn't quite see them though. They were like in the crowd. I assumed that yeah, there were all kinds. Mostly on the anime side, but yeah. And I was Demon Slayer. But other than that, like
You were demon slaying it, dude.
yeah, we were slaying it all right. The food I was not impressed with. There was this like food area. There was maybe like 5 or something stalls, choices to choose from.
The food
One of
was
them,
not exactly appetizing.
yeah, like there was one of them sold hot dogs with stuff in it. I'm pretty picky eater, so I was just like, no, I don't. I kind of want something more plain. That I guess the closest thing that looked edible to me was one stand was selling cup of noodles. So I did think about it, but there was a line for that, so I didn't want that.
Yeah, yeah.
We were starving at that point, so we went back out and there was like a snack stand, so we just bought some snacks and just dealt with it.
I mean, if you left the convention, would they let you back in? Because I was
Yeah,
saying
no,
at that point, I probably would have just gone to like the nearest
yeah,
burger
honestly, we
place or
should have,
something.
but the thing was, since we went on a Sunday, it was a half day, so we couldn't stay. It closed around I think 6, so we had to kind of spend our time wisely. If we left the convention, that
It
was
closed at
less stuff we
7,
could do.
the shopping area.
Oh, the shopping area closed at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So, but I did kind of look around. There was nothing kind of like I guess there was street food vendors, but Caesar said he was getting nauseous from the smells of that, so we didn't want to bother.
Yeah.
We didn't want to bother with that.
Really?
I hate that stuff. It's disgusting. Like, the odors are too powerful.
Yeah.
What-
What
knows?
street food vendors were there?
Hot
Because I
dogs,
generally like the hot
tacos.
dog ones.
No, that's the worst one.
Really?
That's the worst one.
I like the
I'd
hot
just
dog
get a
street
hot dog
vendors.
from like I don't know. I feel like the street food is like very unsanitary. Like the ones that they have like on the sidewalk. Like you don't know how they prepare, you know. And I prefer just getting a hot dog from like Wiener Schnitzel or something.
Costco, the nearby Costco, get a hot dog at the Costco or
Yeah,
whatever.
also that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean I looked around. I didn't see anything. It might have been a distance, or maybe there was something close. I just didn't see it.
I will say the food that I do trust is food trucks. Food trucks.
There was a couple. I guess
Really?
we could have gone to one of them. Yeah, there was a couple.
I
There was a
mean-
couple food trucks.
I don't trust the food like stands, like the outside stands, like they have like a little cart. Like
Can't
I
you
don't like
also apply the same argument you just made against the food stands to food trucks?
No, I feel like it's maybe, but I feel like it's more cleaner. Like I feel like maybe, and also I think that because I know, like it's because the food stands, like the little carts and stuff outside, they fry the food like outside and like in the atmosphere. Like they fry
Mhm.
outside, whereas like in a food truck they do it inside the truck, so you don't smell as much.
But
Oh, it
typically,
kind of
I've seen the
contains.
typically I've seen food stands with like an umbrella over them or stuff. You know, something
Yeah,
covering the area.
what doesn't cover that well?
Yeah, there's no way an umbrella is gonna cover up the smells. But yeah,
Wait,
so
is
that
the
was it for
smell
the
your?
food.
Hmm?
Sorry,
Smelly?
I just one quick question: is the smell
Yeah.
really the main problem for you, Caesar?
Yes, yes. Like I get a headache from like strong smells.
All right, fair enough.
Then I get nauseous.
Personally, as I was getting like hungry as I visited, all the food stalls were lined up to the entrance, and I had a hard time like just like looking away. Just no, I must not. They had other stands too. They didn't just sell food. They had like little anime toys and stuff too. I don't know if they were at all involved with the convention, but there they were. What else did we do, Caesar? What cool, crazy, exciting things did we do when we were there in our
I
adventures?
brought I brought you and our friend to go see some interesting panels. The
Okay.
Chainsaw Man panel, which was a
Ah.
freaking snore fest. The trailers,
Yeah,
but very
honestly,
boring.
I love I'm a super excited for Chainsaw Man. I didn't really know what it was before this point, and then I saw the trailer there live. It's basically Jujutsu Kaisen, but I love Jujutsu Kaisen, so I'm gonna be excited for this too. They showed the trailers super loud. The bass like vibrated my bones. I could feel it within my body, and
Yeah,
we also kind of sat next to
same,
a speaker, and it
same.
was kind
Yeah.
of exciting. It was kind of cool. And then it got to the questioning part where they questioned, I think, the CEO of Mappa and somebody else.
The executive director, or some executive. I don't know. Like I
Did
think
they
it's like
have
in
bags
charge of.
under their eyes?
I think the other guy is like, uh,
I don't remember.
did they?
I
I
don't
don't remember.
remember.
Because there's a whole joke that Mappa or rather animating employees don't really get enough sleep. That they get
I
They
think
work for
overworked
the
and
it's
work
stuff.
culture.
I think it's
Yeah.
more the animators are like, yeah, the animators and the writers. They'll have to suffer through that.
Yeah.
Then like the CEO, you know.
They try to make it as exciting as possible, but the questions just even I had a hard time like paying attention and keeping my focus, but we wanted to stay
I
the full course because
yeah.
we didn't want to be that guy that just like gets up and just leaves. We didn't want to be that. We didn't want to be that guy.
I would have done it. I would have
Yeah,
just gotten
I
up
mean,
and
we could
left.
have. There was nothing keeping us there. I just
But
they
either
kept
way,
saying,
like, what was one of the questions that was asked?
well,
they asked him like very like they kept repeating some kind of question for like in different ways. Like they would ask how was it with how was it making the anime? How was like what inspired them? That kind of thing. But like
Oh, okay.
it felt like they were like repeating the same kind of thing over and over again, like in a million
yeah.
different ways.
I guess it
Like
makes sense. It's like, what do you even ask like the CEO of Mappa? Like, what kind of interesting questions could you ask?
How
I would
much
have
are you
asked him,
paying your
hey,
employees?
You.
yeah, I would have asked him like, how did Studio Mappa, how was it formed? Like stuff about their origins. I would have asked them,
Mm.
that
Oh,
kind of thing.
yeah, but you also have to kind of keep it with the if there's a chainsaw panel, right? They got to be like it got to be around that topic. I don't know, but we
You
had a
know,
more we went to a more interesting
yeah,
one after that, like right after.
Kevin Penkin.
Yeah, he's so funny. Honestly, like there's a couple part I just he said he called this thing a lecture. Like I guess
Yeah,
apparently this lecture he was giving used to be like 2 hours, but he had to like shorten it down to 1 hour. Like if I wish he was my teacher. If this was a lecture, I wish he was my teacher. He's so good. He made like it was
man,
the
it's
topic
so
was about
funny.
music. I don't know anything about music, but he made it super interesting.
He made music for Made in Abyss, Rising of the True Hero, and what else?
Tower of God.
Tarot God, yeah. Tarot God, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, like after listening to some of the music that he made and kind of the processes he went about making it like at one point they mentioned it does definitely change the way you kind of perceive that anime and honestly, coming out of that, I guess, lecture, I want to check out Made in Abyss now. Like some of the music just sounded so good and unique. Unique. I think they mentioned like when he was mixing the songs for that. Oh, was it that one? Um, for one of the animes he was making music for, he said that there was like he tried to keep a balance between like real instruments and like synthetic. I think like a 50-50 balance. I can't
Tower of
remember. I
God,
think that
maybe?
oh maybe that
Tower
was the
of
Tower
God,
of God one.
maybe? Oh, wait,
Yeah, it
no.
might have been, or it might have been multiple. To be
No,
honest, I
Main
don't
Abyss,
quite
Main Abyss,
remember.
Main
Main
Abyss. I
Abyss.
think
Okay,
Main
yeah.
Abyss. Look, he was like fusing the flute, clarinet, and like these synthesizers, I think.
Yeah. And then there's a
Yeah, I thought that
couple
shit
like
was pretty cool.
yeah, and there's a couple of like trash taste references.
There's
That
something about
the
a sexy saxophone
Hmm.
that it's because it was an idea by Giguk from Trash Taste, and he decided to use a sexy saxophone, I think, into
Season 2 of Shield Hero.
oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like. I guess it is really memorable music because I actually it is kind of stuck in my head with the saxophone. It honestly just sounds really good, even if it doesn't make sense like thematically. I think in season 2 they're going for more like Asian styled music, whereas in season 1 it was Spanish.
I mean, like Shield Hero was the first season was like in Spain, like Spanish.
Yeah,
Second
Spanish music
season
for
is
season 1, and they
second
still
season
mix the
is Asia.
saxophone in there. Yeah, that's what I said. And they mixed the saxophone in both of those in certain tracks. It sounds good.
No, yeah, it was amazing. Like this guy, he's so creative with the way he does his composing. And
Okay.
also, one last thing about that panel. It was funny when Kevin Prinkin brought up the Trash Taste Boys, Giguk and Anime Man. Then the presenter towards the left, he said, "Oh, like I think he confused Giguk and Anime Man." And the people
Yeah,
said,
he did.
"Ooh,
Yeah, it was like, ooh, you're in trouble.
I'm gonna tell them you confused them."
The last like major thing that kind of we experienced was the Burnout Syndrome concert.
That was so
On
cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. We were really close to the front, so right next to the speakers, so my ears are still hurting. I wish I brought earplugs, but that's okay. It's not the first concert I've ever been to, so I'm kind of used. Honestly, my hearing is already like bad, so it can't get any worse than this.
Too much of those intense gaming sessions.
Yeah. So they started off strong. They started off with Doctor Stone opening, and they also did Haikyuu. They did several Haikyuu stuff, and then they did
Ending song to one of the Gintamas.
yeah, I loved it. All their beginning songs were amazing. They were
That's
such
this.
memers. They were
Yeah, that's it caught me off guard. I was like, wait,
yeah.
what is happening? What is this?
Yeah, like I think really early on they started like singing the American national anthem. It
I
definitely caught
know,
me
that
off
was so
guard.
funny.
Yeah,
I
that was
love that.
funny. Honestly, they're really cool people, really like down to earth, and they seemed like they had a lot of fun up there on stage.
They
And
even like talked about Martin Luther King Jr. Like,
yeah,
oh
when they were
yes,
saying
we got
like one
inspired
of the
by
songs.
this his speech.
Hmm.
We have it. Like, I have a dream. I think.
Yeah, yeah. So one of their songs apparently was inspired by Martin Luther King Jr. and they titled the song "Speech." It was honestly kind of funny, but yeah. Later, like the song starts to ends, it was kind of getting a little bit like okay, I think we've had enough at like towards the later portion.
The
We did
last
leave
song was
early.
like the last song. I didn't like it. It
Yeah,
was
it
like
was
what
like
was it?
they showed I
Like
don't
K-pop?
remember, but they showed imagery of like the ocean, and I think it was supposed to be like ocean themed or something.
I did not feel ocean theme at all.
Yeah, I didn't feel very oceany, but at that point it was like towards the end of the event. We left that. We did last minute shopping, went around looking for anything
Yeah,
else we
wait,
wanted to
wait, wait,
buy.
wait. I forgot. In the middle of the concert, they brought up on stage the the main character voice actor to Ring Red in the Pixar movie.
Ah, yeah.
He's a big fan of Burnout Syndromes. He was wearing a Death Note t-shirt.
Yeah, honestly, that was pretty cool.
It was funny. They took a picture together and like, yeah, rock on.
Yeah. But we have to wrap things up. We had a lot to talk about today, so today was a special extended episode. I'm going to go ahead and leave our socials literally everywhere and our Discord. Please join our Discord. We're lonely in our Discord. We want some people to hang out with.
Yeah, it's just us three playing the waifu gotcha roulette.
Yeah. Listen, you can, while it's still early.
It's really sad, to be honest.
There's a lot of waifus to catch right now. It's still early.
Yes, it's a free for all. Go ahead.
No, and please participate in the waifu gotcha game that we set
and
up. And
please take Asuna from these boys.
No.
You can take anything but that one.
If you take Asuna, I'll be in your gratitude.
Listen, Caesar.
Just save it.
I'll ban you.
Yeah. No.
I'll just drop the ban hammer on you.
No. We won't ban you. We'll just be sad.
Maybe you'll
make us.
I would ban you. I would ban you. I'd definitely ban you.
Banning, tell it back. We don't want to like scare them away. Okay.
Yeah.
If that means there's less people to take Asuna, then yeah, no.
My God, stop.
No.
So, before this gets any more out of hand, if you like this video, please like it, please leave a comment, and please subscribe. Follow our socials, follow our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're going to post more funny videos on there. We're still figuring things out. Maybe we'll change the way or the content that we post, but please check those out. And that is all we have for you today. So, goodbye.
Catch y'all later.
See you guys.